Hi, you are listening to Rocklaz Radio.
A podcast discussing inspiring personalities and interesting things. This is your host, Tanmay Shah.
Tanmay is an India-based NFT artist and an entrepreneur with diverse business experience.
This podcast is self-sponsored.
The best way to support this show is to buy his art, NFTs. You can also become his patron. Kindly share this episode on socials and with your friends.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Rocklaz Radio. On today's show, we have with us BigDee. He's an 8-year-old prodigy, art prodigy, and you'll know in a second why. Let's hear from him himself. So, BigDee, could you please introduce yourself to us?
Hello, my name is BigDee. I'm 8 years old. I'm a leukemia survivor. Most of my artwork is T-Rex because when I was little I had leukemia, and T-Rex is the one who be my best friend at the hospital. And T-Rex is my imaginary friend. People think that I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself all the time. Actually, I'm talking to my T-Rex. But I did not draw only T-Rex. I drew some other artworks. You can check out my OpenSea, Crypto.com, and Foundation. There's also artworks there. And I love to color and do black and white. My new project, and this time it does not include only T-Rex, includes T-Rex and a friend like T-Rex and alien, T-Rex and monster, T-Rex and mythical creature, T-Rex and mix and match silly animals. So yeah, do you want to know what is my inspiration?
Yes.
My inspiration is I want to have a happy and peacefully community. Everybody can be a friend, no matter what color you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what language do you speak, no matter how do you look like. Everybody can be a friend. And so you know, I'm a leukemia survivor, so I want to help with my little power by by donating 30% to helping kids that are suffering from cancer, by using 20% donate to Kid Cancer Foundation, and another 10% I will buy toys and some yummy and fun stuff for the kids at the hospital, because the hospital is painful and boring. So I want to make them happy and refreshing so they will be able to fight with cancer. Because when I was healing leukemia in the hospital for like 3.5 years, I have to spend my life almost 24 hours in the bed because I have to avoid to like infected. And every time when someone came and donated like toys, something fun, activity book, that made me so much happy. And now I have a chance I can earn money myself, so I want to give it back. I I'm not rich, but I'm not white. I have a chance to help. I help. Simple, like that.
Wow. You are amazing. I always wanted to talk to you and bring you on this podcast because you're so young and still you are able to do so much. You know what to talk, you know how to say things, how to present yourself. You're just amazing and your art is incredible. We'll see the artwork. It's so detailed, it's so colorful, it's amazing. So with D we have Mama D, with Big D we have Mama D. So we are going to be talking to her as well. How has the journey been? So let's ask her, how has the journey been with Big D?
Go ahead, Mom.
So just like BigDee, he was like love to draw, yeah, and because since he was little, he have leukemia as you know that, and he have a weak muscle, and he didn't go to school just like the other kids because he have to avoid to infected, and most of his time he spent like in the room, and yeah, and we just like I just think of something that okay, what should I do with him because he's at the age of to go to school. So I don't know what to teach him, so I like teach him to speak English. Yeah. And and he interesting like drawing, so he keep drawing. And he draw a lot. Like, before he know how to draw in the iPad, he used like we brought him like one stack of paper, like 500 sheets. He finished it in 2 or 3 days. He drawing all the time. He drawing a lot, and yeah, everything around the house he draw. And so, a friend of my husband, he was like saw that okay, BigDee he drawing so much, and he just like suggests us to come and join NFT. Yeah, and it's all about it. So we
Big
are
Big
online.
D, Big D, can you come to one side? We are not able to see your mother's face, so come on one lap.
Okay, okay, this is
Okay.
right here.
Ouch. What?
Is it good like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
much
why do
better.
And why do you need to pinch my body?
Okay, not just like I grab him so good. He's heavy.
Okay, yeah, that's much better. That is amazing. So, your friend taught about NFTs, and then how did Big D start minting and coming to space, and who taught him how to speak and present himself?
Mostly, Big D. He's the guys who love to speak and present. Okay, sometimes actually not sometimes. Every time, like people think that his work is so. It's like normal. It's not very outstanding or something. But they say that okay, he got like gifted of how to present himself, and yeah, he he know how to say the things when it's the right time, something like that. Because just like in our family, we didn't talk much. As Big D, he's the one who talking all the time. Yeah, and what you saw him in the space is he's like that, and 10 times more when he's like at home. He just love how to like talk to people, presenting the stuff, compliment people. He's a very positive boy, and yeah, which I don't know if it's good or not because like many times he always got like bullies from friends or something like that when he go to school, and yeah.
So, Big D, how did you learn? How did you learn how to present yourself?
Because yeah, I was like practicing and like yeah, usually I was like practicing most of the time when I was like 7 years old. I asked like my mom what was my childhood when I was like little, and like I memorized it when I memorized it until the day came to my first face and the first time I've been in NFT and I've like present about it.
And he loved to tell the story. Would you like to hear one?
Yeah.
Don't think so. What story shall I think? I got many stories and I can't decide which one. All of them.
Which one is your Mama D talking about? Which story are you talking about? Mama D, which story are you talking about?
He loves to tell like story, like bedtime stories, something like that.
So, Big D, how did you learn painting? There's so many colors and figures that you do. How did you learn that? Like you have Ganesha with you next to you.
Yeah, like when I was little, I was able to hold the pen when I was 5, but without my father's instructions, I wouldn't be able to hold the pen, and I wouldn't become BigDee. My father was like a very good artist, and like he teach me when I was little.
Actually, he's not that.
It's funny when he says when I was little.
Yeah, he's
because
still
he's because he's still very little compared to all of us.
yeah, but just like Actually, my husband, he's like not an artist, but he knows some arts. He's like a graphic designer or something. That he like do advertisement. He knows art, but he's not as good as him. And he just like teach him some like basic.
Uh-huh.
Before he was like afraid to hold pencil or something like that. And yeah, he just like when he wanted to like to see something or to draw something, he always afraid of it, and he always asked like, "Daddy, could you please draw this, draw that for me?" And then okay, my husband just like draw once or twice. After that,
Yeah,
once
yeah.
he have confidence to and his muscle like strong enough, and then he start to draw. He draw around.
Yeah,
He draw
yeah.
everything.
My muscles are like strong enough because my mother like put me to like work out, and then my father had enough from drawing, and he said it's time for him to learn the lessons that I've known. So he taught me the lessons that he've known, and first the thing that he taught me to draw. Well, usually, actually he said that he cannot draw for me anymore. But then there's one day after my working out, then when my father is like watching a movie, I started drawing my first drawing. My first drawing was a dinosaur.
Yeah, was some awesome T-Rex.
Yeah.
And he loved to watch like tutorial video that how they draw Lord Ganesha, the colors. He watched all Indian like
all Indian movies, like the movies which like featured Lord Ganesha, like Om Namah Shivaya cereal, like Sri Ganesh cereal, whatever is that.
Yeah, and he watched like all how to do like Ganesha artwork, how to Ganesha painting and everything, and he come up like many stuff. But he loved T-Rex, so he just mix everything up.
That is amazing. And how did you start liking T-Rex? Where did you see T-Rex for the first time?
Well, actually, when I was like when I like feel better, my mom like took me to a dinosaur park nearby, which is like close to the hospital.
I'll send you the picture of his T-Rex.
Then
Yeah.
Then I like go inside. Then before I go home, my mom like featured a huge, huge dinosaur egg. A huge surprise dinosaur egg next to a dinosaur statue. And she also took some photos of me riding a dinosaur when I was young. And not only that, like yeah, I opened the egg. Inside was a gigantic T-Rex toy. I mean, like I can barely lift it. I was like about the size of it.
Yeah, at that time he about the size of the T-Rex that we give him. And this is become like the T-Rex that he talking about all the time.
Yeah, and that T-Rex was my favorite. But when before we go home, my mother brought me to a theme park, which has dinosaur mascots. The one that I met was the T-Rex, and he pat my head. And then I fell so in love with him that I don't want to go home. But then my mom has no choice but to bring me home. And I like cried. Where? I want to keep seeing the T-Rex. Where?
So, how did you learn English? Your English is so good. Not many people from Thailand have such a good English.
Well, my mom like usually like she like go and learn in Australian school, and then she like
just like I was raised in Australia.
Yeah, and then she like and then when she grow up, she like can still speak English from the learning that the Australian school taught her. Then she taught me. She like taught me the animals. Like she said like goat, and I say goat too, and then like she like taught me English, but my first English word, even she haven't
It's just like
taught one.
in that moment, like
Uh-huh.
when he was born in Thailand, they like people interested in like bilingual kids, something like that.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Like people in Thailand at that time when he born, people like very interesting. Actually, even now, okay, they try to like raise a kid as a bilingual kid. It means that a kid's talking in two language. That first is English and then Thai or more than two language, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just like because BigDee he can't go to school, and I just think that okay, at least if he don't know anything, if he unable to do anything or to learn anything, at least he should know English, something like that. That was my idea at first. So I start to speak English with him.
Yeah, my first English word that my mom haven't taught me yet is a word English sentence that is called that I said. My first word is no, 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 no. Even my mom haven't taught me English yet. That was when I was a baby. I said no, 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 no every time, all and over again.
I'm glad you remember that. That's very
Yeah,
cute.
that's his first word. He keep asking me all the time what's his first word.
And she like replied that I said no, 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 no.
Okay, Big D, your work are so beautiful. Like even the foundation works, they are so detailed and done with so many details. The aquarium and the tortoise, and there are so many things in this. How did you do them?
That's not. That's a sea turtle.
Oh, what is the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
Here's what. A tortoise is a turtle which lives on land. Like some turtles came on land, some turtles like go some turtles came on land, some turtles live in water, some turtles came on live on land and water. Like yeah, there's many different species of turtles.
So the ones who live in water are turtles, and the ones who live on land are tortoise.
The biggest turtle in in our world is the sea turtle. It's the biggest turtle, so like yeah, it's that's why we can tell the difference between it because it's very big and it has flippers like a fish. But
So
but
that
actually
is
that flippers that those are not flippers. They're like the fins which are like shape of a banana. But actually it's not yellow, just like a banana. And it has one shape, which is a like a pepper shape, which is like his fin, his back, his hind leg, and it and it was like the same shape as the front leg, except it's smaller, but not so small. Then the tortoise, like it will move very slow, and it always like to live in hot places. Always like to like live on land and has like square shaped feet, and it never ever goes into the water.
so. I'm going to share screen and see some of your works. So let's take our viewers to your foundation.
Okay,
Do
so
you see?
like
So
yeah.
I wanted to know about this piece. So there's a turtle there. It is loading.
It's loading. I can only see the title of the word.
Yeah. So so the turtle over here, and there are so many details work here. Look at the eyes and colors and all the things in this. How did you get an idea about this? How did you? There's so many flowers, sea creatures, sea plants, and
Hang on. That is not flowers. Those are coral reef. It's
coral
just
reefs. Yeah. sea
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah. Its shape makes it look like a flower, but it's a flower which lives under the
Under the
sea.
sea. So
And
how, from where did you get the images, or how did you get to draw this, or like even the composition of putting all these things together? It is so beautiful. So how did you do it?
yeah, it was like what when I was like 7 years old. I usually like watch natural videos. Like I saw like my mother. I like usually start doing arts when I was 7 years old. Then my mother like asked me to like watch like to get inspiration, and I watched natural video, and I like saw how colorful it is, and now I just like get the inspiration, and now I just go back to my past memories, and then I like remember it, and then I do it because like I know what's under the sea, and I know how beautiful it is, and I know that today that the pollution. You know why I draw this? Because people are like polluting the sea, and like you know why the sea and the beautiful sea animals will be gone today. Because if the sea gets even dirtier from getting polluted from people like throwing trash into there, well, life in the sea will never be seen again. Even the coral reef. People keep taking coral reef, and soon just take one little piece of coral reef. Well, well, all the coral reef will be gone. And if we keep polluting the water, all the fish will die. Even the other sea animals will mistaking it like a can. They mistaken it as a fish because the fish is colorful just like a can, and sometimes they ate it and they like get a stomach ache, and like yeah, and sometimes sea turtles they think that that plastic bags are actually jellyfish, and then they ate it, and the same that they're they like their health is not good, and they're like getting sick, and finally they die.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's so sad, and I say that I wish this would stop. If this keeps going on and on and on, then not only the sea will be gone, the the even like in the park they keep throwing trash too, and like the earth can't digest it. And the animals will get stuck even in the sea, and if the beautiful creatures which live in water and on land, and also in the ground, sometimes people dig a hole and like bury the trash underground. They will like die, and they will like go extinct. Even new species. When the new species came, they kept the new species in cage, and like keep hurting it, and like kept the animals in cage, and like keeping them in the circuses, and like when the animals do something wrong, the circus performer will like use a rope and slap it to make the animal feel in pain.
That is very sad. BigDee, that is very, very sad. Let's come back to the sea. I wanted to know, what is this creature? Is it your T-Rex? Who is sitting on top of the turtle?
You call him a creature? Can't you recognize him?
Is
He's my
this
he's my T-Rex, and the guy taking the photo is actually me.
Oh, I see.
He's take,
Okay.
he's taking a picture of my T-Rex riding on the turtle.
Wow. That is amazing. I love this. I love this artwork. I'm pretty sure it's sold, but it is amazing imagination, and glad you put it together. So I see the T-Rex riding other fishes in other paintings as well. So your T-Rex is in all your works.
Yes, he's the main character. He's the main guy in my story. He's the main.
Yeah.
He's the main character in my life.
Oh, even in this one, it's taking some time to load, but it is such a detailed work. Even Ganesha has T-Rex along with him, so I see a T-Rex here, and all the Ganeshas here. That
Yeah,
is,
this is
Sorry.
called the world of elephants, but there's not only elephants. Sometimes there is a Ganesha, like it's like my father don't like know what is Ganesha, so he like called them elephants. So I was about to say the world of Ganesha, but nobody would understand because like American people like don't understand Hinduism. So yeah, we just like go make it Christian because they like know elephants. So we just make the title The World of Elephants. But we keep it as a secret with Indian people that it's actually full of Lord Ganesha, like everywhere. And then like you can tell that it's Ganesha because zoom in, that see there are some mouses and some rats hiding somewhere. See? Sometimes there could be rats
I
hiding.
spotted one. Yes.
Yeah, one by the ladder. There's a rat by the ladder.
Yeah.
And there's a rat up on the chicken.
Where is the chicken? There are frogs here. Yeah, I spotted another rat. So this is a interesting exercise, right? It's a fun game to find the rat in this. So Big D, I know you love Ganesha. Can you tell us why do you like Ganesha so much, and since when did you started liking him?
Well, here's the story. Like, when I was born, I was in love with elephants. And when I was at school, I was learning my musician.
1 second, Big D, 1 second. Mama D, can you just tilt your camera a bit so you come in the center?
Okay.
Uh,
How's it's better?
put it like this. So yeah, I can see the full face of Big D, right?
Oh,
Turn it a little. Yeah, that's it.
Oh
there
no.
we go.
And, yeah, okay, there we go.
Is it better, Tanmay?
Yes, this is very much better.
It's just like BigDee, he sit on my lap and he keeps sliding down.
Yeah, and like the reason why I love Lord Ganesha is like when I was born, I loved elephants, and like yeah, like then when I was like in my music class, I saw a picture which is hang on the wall. It's a picture of a man with an elephant head with 4 arms, holding different weapons. And I saw that there's a sticker of the man with the elephant head on the computer, and that was actually Ganesha. I met him for the first time. Even I have him in my house. I didn't even know him yet. When I asked my teacher, he said that this is Ganesha. He's the remover of obstacles. So that's why we featured him in music class. So everybody will be able to make the music beautiful. So it will like make the make the person listening to the music satisfied so they can pass the test. Every time before I left the class, my teacher said that kids pray and bow to the gods. Then all of my friends, including me, bow to the gods. And then like I went home, I draw Ganesh a picture, and then when I came back, I showed my teacher, and my teacher said, "Wow!" And then I keep drawing one. I keep drawing every day, but then I asked mom, "Who is this puff?" Since I can't remember his name anymore, she said that, "Hey, Book, his name is Ganesh. Go and watch cartoons of him." Then I watched the first cartoon that I watched, Bal Ganesha, which is like Bal Ganesh. And like I watched it and it was like very funny. It was like funny and also cute and very devotional at the same time. And And then I started chanting and practicing Ganesh mantras. And then, when I was feeling down, my mother touched my lap and told me the story that BigDee. Here's one story. Here's the story that my mother told me. In her dream, that she dreamed that her son was born. That son, her first son, was born with an elephant's head, and she was surprised.
Yeah.
When she
Is that a
went,
true story?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a true story because when I was pregnant with BigDee, I was dreaming that like I went to some place that I don't feel familiar with, and people praying and throw the flowers or something like that. It's yeah, it's kind like some place that, yeah, for me, I don't feel familiar with. Okay, and then just they are worship to something that
Wor-
I didn't really
wor-
see it clear in
wor-
my dreams.
worship to something
Yeah.
very secretly.
Yeah. and then I was and then I just saw that, okay, I'm
What?
holding the baby,
What?
and the baby drinking a milk from my breast, and when I just stare at it, I saw that my baby just looked like this, just looked like normal human, but he got elephant head. And that time,
And
just because
and
I was not raised in Thailand, or so I don't feel familiar with what Ganesha or whatever. So
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
she stare at the baby. He has he has an elephant head, and she understand this is why the people are raining flowers and worshiping.
I understand later, many years later, okay, because just okay. After that, okay, when BigDee was very little, I found one statue in the market, the fair market, and I think it's cute. It's Lord Ganesha going on vacation. He holding umbrella, and the other arms he having teapots like that, and the basket stuff. He going for a picnic. So I take that home. I just think that it's cute. I didn't know any meaning or anything.
And she said that Lord Ganesha is the god of arts, and he's so I think he's very good at art since he's the god of arts, and that and then when I was born, I was very good at art, and I worshiped to Lord Ganesha, and my mother think that, hey, is this just a dream or what? Did my dream just come true? This is very related.
This is what people told me that,
Yeah.
okay, maybe they related, because when I dream, I was telling my mom and a few people, and I don't really get it. What is it all about? It's very weird for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, okay, he was so proud that, when he was in my tummy, I was dreaming that he's Lord Felicia. Oh, he just make it up, and he's just so proud and happy.
He and I was very related to him that my mother
Oh,
thinks.
wait, I got a shot.
I was very related when she heard that I worship Lord Ganesha, and she has a big surprise, and here's one time I saw Lord Ganesha.
We
Okay?
can't see you, BigDee. Can you?
Oh, yeah. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, so the first time I saw Lord Ganesha in real life, well, I'm not, no joke. Here's what. First, I go to some place in Thailand, and then
They're Hindu temple.
yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
it's a Hinduism temple. Mom, are you sure it's charged? It doesn't have.
Is it charging?
It doesn't
Okay,
have
so-
and it's a Hindu temple which has a huge Lord Ganesha statue. first I go, and that time is when I was 8 years old, and when I already know Ganesha, and when I was already in NFT. That happens in 2022, and like yeah, I go there. I saw a giant Lord Ganesha statue. They had laddus for him, and like I gave the laddus to Lord Ganesha along with my family. And then my mother like asked me to like have a wish and let Lord Ganesha grant it. And then he like grant my wish for me to like become. He he like gave he gave me a blessing actually. Like yeah, I and my mother like go asked me to like go on, BigDee, rub Lord rub his stomach. So I go on to the Lord Ganesha idol and rub his magical stomach. And and then when I came, I was thinking that when I was walking, Lord Ganesha would appear before me. And and he did. I was sitting down and I saw that there was a thunder in the sky next to the Lord Ganesha idol. And I was thinking that, oh my gosh, this is a miracle.
Yeah.
Wow. So we'll show a time lapse of a video of the painting behind you. And I also want to show you one of my recent Ganesha works. Do you want to see?
Yeah, yeah, but do you have a like Ganpati idol?
So Ganesh Chaturthi is coming up. So all of us in India will get a Ganesh idol at home for 10 days. So I'm
Yeah,
definitely going to do a video call to you when we do the Aarti.
Wow.
yeah, and every and I don't think so. And I think that I need to go on the internet and look at the recipes how to make modaks and laddus.
So it's like Tanmay, like all around India, everywhere they are celebrating this festival.
Yes,
Yes,
mostly.
they also like celebrate some other festivals like
India is a very diverse country. So as far as I know, it is very popular in the western and the central regions.
Maybe get up.
yeah yeah like there's like some
Like
other
where I live, it is very popular. Very, very popular.
yeah but in my house it's definitely very popular but not outside in my house Lord Ganesha is
I'm sorry.
in my house Lord Ganesha and Buddha is very popular because my grandmother lives with me in this house right here, and she's like a very good devotee to Lord Buddha. And like also there's also some other like festivals in India. We
Big D,
celebrate all festivals in India like
Big D,
Holi.
Big D,
Yes.
Big D. Let us see the video that you have done. Can you see it on
Okay.
the screen?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Hello, I'm BigDee. I am a leukemia survivor and artist from Thailand. And this painting is about my favorite lord, Lord Ganesha. And like this painting, you can see I draw him in many different styles from my imagination. And he's very special. He is known by the remover of obstacles. And if you have him, he will bring you success. And if you want to know more about Lord Ganesha, you can DM me. I can go on for days and days and days. Thank you so much. एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गणेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
That you're singing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That was amazing, Big D. We could hear you chant the mantra as well. That was so good. The
Yeah,
song, you were singing the song, it was so good.
yeah, and like we'll like continue on. Well, like yeah, this is what like Lord Ganesha. I'm like very obsessed. Hey, here's what. There's also some other holidays like Diwali is like a festival which like brings good over evil, and in India they place plates with candles on it outside their house to make the darkness of evil go away, to make it bright and happy. And also
Yes.
there's like another festival called Holi. It's about a festival which like people like have water guns and like use some colorful powder and throw it at each other, and it was lots of fun, and it was the festival of color.
Wow, Big D, you know so much about India.
BigDee, he's Indian.
And
He's not Thai though.
and also there's another festival called Dashera. Dashera is a festival which we celebrate. Dashera has a giant statue of Ravana, which is usually included in the Ramayana epics, and also like yeah, even that they also have some people dressed up as Ra and like shooting at the idol of Ravana and like causing it on fire. And also it's being celebrated all over the world. And Dashera is not only for looking at Lord Ram slaying Ravan. There's there's also one other thing. Dashera is also included with Durga Puja. Durga Puja a is a like is like a puja which we worship goddess Durga, and some idols feature goddess Durga herself, or maybe sometimes it's like it has only goddess Durga, or sometimes goddess Durga with her family. In in the goddess Durga with her family, we see goddess Durga slaying the evil demon Mahishasur. Like we see it in many idols. Also, we can see that next to Durga, the one which has white skin is actually Lakshmi, and the one which is holding the guitar is Saraswati.
It is sitar.
Yeah,
Can you say it?
yeah, a guitar,
Sitar.
sitar,
Sitar.
sitar.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like
With R.
she.
Lots of R.
Yeah, she's like holding a sitar, and also down there has two of Goddess Durga's son, Murugan, or he has three names that we usually call him like easily, like Murugan, Kartikeya, or Kumaraswamy. And next to him is the Ganpati himself, Ganesha. He's known by 108 names: Vakratunda, Lambodara, Ekadanta, many different names.
Wow.
He's Indian, Tanmay. BigDee is Indian.
So this is amazing. I just want to. I received your photos from your mom about with you with your T-Rex. So let me just share that with the audience as well. So here we go.
I just hear like there's some music in the background.
Oh, who's that?
That's
This
me.
is Big D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me when I was little. I
Yeah,
think
he was like having leukemia, so he lost his hair. His hair actually, his hair's falls. So
yeah, so I think
just-
like that time I was like 2. I
yeah,
think.
around 2.
This is another one.
Well, Bobby, I saw in the camera you were sticking your tongue out.
No one was talking. This is another one.
This is another one. This is when I was on entertainment. This is when I was like 7 years old. I didn't even get a haircut yet that time.
Yeah. Like at school have long holiday and yeah, he grow long hair.
Like
Actually, school didn't have long holiday because of the COVID
COVID.
situation. Yeah, because of the pandemic.
Yeah. So this is so amazing. You have so much knowledge and you're so young. There's so much more to come. So, Big D, about what do you want to do next? What do you want to create next?
Now, what are you creating?
Yeah, what are you creating now?
yeah, I was like getting like oh
And the
no.
other big one, right?
I'm
Actually,
big.
he create like lots of stuff, like a little bit, right? A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, I'll
No,
show.
that's all right. Just tell him. He,
Yeah, you can show if you don't mind. There's not a problem.
which one?
Show it in real life.
Okay.
Show it
That
to
one?
show it to the show.
Which one?
Here it came.
No, that one you already. The other one that you haven't finished it.
This,
You have many that you haven't finished it.
yeah, but this one we shall like show him. But I think
He saw already this one.
saw already.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I will just spray on the other ones.
Just being the rats one. You know, just like
I don't
when
know.
he have some idea,
I don't
he
know.
will just like
I don't
start something, and then when he get bored for a bit, he move to a next thing, and then when he have the feeling that he wants to do it again, he'll come back.
Yes.
So he just make like 4, 5 pieces at a time.
Yeah. I don't know why
Can
they
you
need.
carry it?
I don't know why they draw so many rats, and I don't know why
Yeah.
this paper go so.
And it's like big
what kind
because
of what kind
because
of
like he draw on a
what
bring
kind
it up.
what kind of musica is this?
It's like he draw on a canvas that is 100 times 80
What kind of
Wow.
centimeters.
what kind of music is this?
This is one of them.
It's a
Yeah.
mushak on fire.
Yeah.
No, this is not a music on fire. This is like a orange music.
Okay.
This is I like started to do like one tone painting.
Uh-huh. Wow. It's the Mushak Lord with all his Mushak army around it. That is very beautiful.
This is actually the biggest mushak. It's a mushak king, which is like a king mushak. But in India, they call it mushak raj.
Yeah. So, Big D, how do you start the process of painting? Like, how do you start filling in, or what is the main thing that you draw, and how do you fill these things in?
Yeah, I've like first like I see like many kids saw to do acrylic paint. Then I like go to like art school and like my teacher like taught me how to do acrylic paint. And like yeah, I was so into it, and I finally
Yeah, he just go only 3 times, and then the rest he do by himself.
and then and
Because he don't listen to the teacher.
but and then I finally
Big D, I can only see your mouth. Come down a little bit. Yes.
and then I finally understand it. My first time is that when I go back to my art school, my teacher says that D-book, you need to finish your work, and then like I finished my work even the same way that my mom wanted, like the same thing that the acrylic's supposed to be, and it's like a real acrylic style. And like my mom was like so impressed that I can do the highlight and shading.
Yeah,
now.
he can.
But
he can do it like very very fast since the beginning.
yeah, but it does not last for long. I saw that when I keep doing smooth, my mom see that it's very hard and difficult for me. So then my dad came up with an idea that I shall start doing textures. So he asked me to dab, and it will blend by itself.
Oh, that is a clever idea.
Yeah, my dad is very clever. He's actually pretty smart. He's actually pretty smart in arts, but in other different things, he's not so smart.
Is he there? Is your dad in the house?
Yes, he's in the house.
Can he
He's like,
can he speak to us?
no,
He
like,
don't speak English actually.
he don't quite speak English. He only speak Thai, and yeah, he's like watching TV right now.
Okay.
Like and like if I let him in, my two naughty brothers will climb on his back and sneak into the room, and it will be a lot more noisy. So that's why I don't bring him in.
He's taking care of your other brothers. I understand.
Actually, I have my grandmother with me, so my daddy can like have some rest of his own, so he can like watch TV and ask my grandmother to like look after my brothers.
Big D, see this. Do you see?
Where?
This is my Lord Ganesh.
This is your Lord Ganesh. This is so colorful.
Yes. Do you like it?
Yes.
So which do you like more? This one or this one?
God. Oh, it's hard to choose. I mean, like this one has a pretty cool face, but I don't think I will go with this one. I want to go with the one which has like the colorful dress, like which has blue skin, red pants, and a green jewel.
Okay, done. I'm going to mint this one now.
Yeah, and because like, you know why I choose it, because he's like fatter, and I think like every time when I draw Lord Ganesha, he can't be like so skinny because like that would feel like sad. So like I started just choosing Ganesha, which has like a huge stomach. So yeah, so that will like make make people like happy, because like yeah, being skinny is like, oh, he haven't ate anything for days.
He likes a lot of modaks and laddus, no?
Yeah.
So he should not be skinny, right? Okay.
Yes. If he be like a skinny god, well, he wouldn't have enough energy to fight all those asuras, and if he didn't eat anything for days, those asuras could surely kill him.
Yeah, you're right. So, Deepak, Big D. So you talked about Indian festivals. Can you tell us a bit about Thai festivals and what people like to pray to in Thailand?
Well, usually people like to pray to Lord Buddha. Like Buddha is very popular. Well, Ganesh is not quite that popular. He's like quite popular, like 50%, while Buddha is 100% in Thailand.
He's like almost like all festival related with like Buddhist
Yeah,
religion and yeah.
and also
But we got one festival, right?
yeah, we got one.
The one that they play water. You remember how
Yeah.
they call?
Holy.
Yeah, it's not holy. It's called like Songkran. It doesn't have like colored powders like shooting each other. Songkran is a festival which is like people playing water, shooting water guns, and like kids swimming in waters, and like yeah, it's similar to Holi, but
Does it come in January?
No, it's probably on April. Actually, like the relation is Songkran is like
yeah, Songkran is all like the queen's birthday. Actually,
no.
I don't think. I don't think so, because I don't quite know.
Songkran is just like they celebrating on like the festival is about in summer of Thailand. You know, just like Thailand have 3 seasons: hot, very hot, and extremely hot. Okay?
No.
So it's just like
no,
Songkran
like-
was like
like
in the
hot-
time that is
like
extremely hot.
hot, extremely hot, like the weather, like hot and like hot and rainy. We have 2 seasons. Hot extreme. We have 3 seasons. I mean 4 seasons actually.
Have,
Hot,
you know,
very hot, and extremely hot and rainy.
BigDee, we also have a festival called Sankrant. It's called Sankrant, but we fly kites in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in Indian movies.
Yeah, they fly kites.
And they fly kites and they cut the kites of
Yeah.
the something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Also another festival that I was very
You know, just
devoted-
like BigDee bring Indians like to
Mom.
me, and just like I watch Indians like
Why do you
movies.
talk? I need to talk first.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so like here's another festival that I was like so into, and I was like very devoted to it. It's called Shivratri.
Oh.
Shivratri is like a festival which they celebrate Lord Shiva festival, and they usually like go to temples with a like Lord Shiva idol which they sculpted, or sometimes a festival which like there's usually 2 designs of festivals. A festival which has a Lord Shiva in human shape, which is like a blue skate with a chandra on his head. That is like him in his human form, but most festivals has a Shivlinga instead.
Yes. BigDee, you're amazing. You should when come here on vacation in my house,
Yeah, we plan to
and
go
we'll have
right?
fun here.
Yeah, but there's a huge river to get to India.
But just like Tanmay, where do you live in India?
I live in the western side, near Mumbai.
Okay.
So I
If
will
we
send
go
you the
visit
address.
Mumbai, we can meet, or we have to. If we go Mumbai, we can visit you, Tanmay.
It's not in Mumbai. It takes 5 hours from Mumbai to reach my
Oh.
place.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just telling you the region because India is very big.
5 hours? How
Yeah.
could that be?
Yeah, India is very big.
It's almost as big as China, actually.
Yeah, I was like once I was go to Delhi, and yeah, that was very beautiful.
BigDee, let us ask you. I want to ask your mom now some tips on parenting. How, what you can give the audience because BigDee is doing such amazing things with his art and he is already a prodigy and a genius. So, what parenting tips would you like to give?
Well, actually, I just support him in the way that that he like and he confidence with. It's just simple, just like that. Just like because BigDee he's not like a genius on like other subjects, and I didn't expect anything from him. I didn't expect that he will grow up to be doctor or engineering or whatever. I just want him to grow up and be a good person. Don't. That's alright.
Wait, I need to write on a paper.
Okay. I didn't expect
Can you move a camera a bit so you can come in the center of the screen? Yeah, a
Is
little
it
more.
okay? Because I cannot see myself.
Okay,
So
now
okay.
come in the center. Yes.
Is it center? Is I cannot see myself. Is it center, Tanmay?
Yes. Okay,
Like
fine.
how?
Better. The screen is freezing. I am also not able to see. But anyways, please continue.
Is it better? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Much better. Much perfect. It's perfect. Yes.
Okay. So it's like I just support him in the way that he confidence with, and yeah, and he happy to do because like for BigDee, only he keep alive and happy. That's already too much for us because we've been fighting with lots of things, since like he have leukemia, And so I just let him be whatever he wants. I didn't expect him to grow up to be like doctor, engineering. I just want him to grow up to be a good man and don't create a problem to anyone, and love himself, love people around him. That's what I expect him to be. And yeah, so I think because of I give him a freedom to do whatever he like, and I always like I never blame or hurt or make him feel bad on his mistake, because if he did some mistake, I always like it doesn't matter, let it be, and he will learn the lesson and we can start over again. Yeah. So this is the reason why he become like the person that you guys see, that he confidence, he have his own like maturity. He's he's BigDee. Yeah.
All right, very interesting. About his leukemia, when did you discover and how does he
We
recover?
yeah, we found out that he had leukemia when he was 1.5 years old, and it took like 3.5 years and a bit more to like recover. And now we still have to go like for checkup every 6 months. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's not coming back.
Yeah, he's not coming back. So it's very interesting when he comes up on spaces and talks about it. It is very interesting to have the
To see
spirit.
that he can talk like 5 hours continue without
Yeah.
yeah, without anyone tell him what to say. He just keep
Mhm. He knows exactly, he knows how to respond to questions, how to respond to
yeah,
answers. He can even compliment to other people on the stage or even the
yeah.
host. He knows exactly what to do. He doesn't seem like a 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have the same? How his other two brothers? How are you going to raise them up?
They kind of similar actually. They, because Big D is like this, and like I have 3 sons, and all of my childrens. I didn't expect. I only expect them to be whatever they like, and just only a good person. That's
Mhm.
it. Don't create problem
Mhm.
and earn enough money for themselves, and that's it. I didn't expect anything much, and yeah, they become like Big D. And
Yeah.
but just like the medium one, he interesting in like drawing and cooking.
Cooking also. Okay.
Yeah, but he 4 years old. He love to cook.
So
Yeah,
you are mother of genius and prodigies. So maybe big D is artist, medium D is a chef, and the little D is a musician or something.
yeah, he like to dance and sing.
Okay.
Yeah, but just like I just think that all the kids are have their talents. Like all the kids are artists, but only adults force them to go to the way that they want, not the
Hmm.
kids really want.
And like
Many people
make the kids feel upset.
yeah, but many people use their children to achieve their dreams. But for me, yeah, I just think that if you dream something, you have to respond it by yourself. Don't use the kids to achieve your dreams with that. Yeah.
That is something very important you said. People many a times use their children to fulfill their own dreams.
Yeah.
What is Big D doing now? What are you doing, Big D?
He draws something. He draw all the time. He just like
Okay.
while he was in the space, he talking, he drawing. His hand have to like hold something all the time, and all his hand, his body, every day full of ink.
So, Big D, would you like to go? Come back.
Yeah, come to
Let's
talk to
talk to you.
us. Oh,
So,
he making something.
okay,
You making something, BigDee?
Mamadi,
Yes.
what do you want to send him to art school, or what do you want to? How do you want to educate him now further?
Actually, I want I want him to go to art school. If in the future he's still interested in art, because I'm not forcing him. And but I don't know, because he's only 8 years old. Maybe he will just keep art as his hobbies. I don't know. Or maybe he have something. Maybe he have some other interest, so he will go some other tracks. I don't know. Yeah,
So
but if he keep doing this, I want to send him to art school, of course.
that would be amazing. He's already a prodigy. He already has an advantage of starting early, right?
Yes.
So if he can, I think if he continues to do that, he will have compounding returns, meaning exponential returns on what his skills, and it'll be really interesting to see how he grows. Maybe if we can see him doing some digital artworks and things like that. So definitely, I
He
think
try to do like some 3Ds. He asked me to get Blender, and yeah, he play around with the tools and everything. Yeah,
that would be amazing to see. Yeah.
yeah.
So about what does your husband think? He's also a graphic designer and into art. So how did he see, and how did the NFTs thing happen to you, or how did you feel about NFTs?
NFTs, I think, is like, for me, if we not talk about incoming, I think NFT is like kind of NFT giving BigDee a very big chance, like to introduce himself to the world, because he 8 years old. He just an ordinary 8 years old Thai boy that no one really like interesting in him. No one really care about him actually. Yeah. And then when he comes to NFTs, he was like he was
Superstar.
yeah, and he because in real life he didn't get much love from the people around. It's like because he was he just start school when he was 6 years old, that he go for grade one, and after go for few months then the school closed, and we sent him to Thai school because he already got English, he already know English. And he go to Thai school with but he study English program, and he didn't like speak much Thai. He have a problem, he have a trouble, he got lots of bullies, and he's so sad and upset. He feel down every time, almost every day. And NFT community like really like reflected him up. Uh, he got so much love, and he really we are really feeling that okay, this is real. And people start to like turn around and look at him like, okay, BigDee, you doing NFT. NFT is something very new in Thailand. Actually, it's very new everywhere. We are early. So yeah, and just like they start to put him as like important person and treat him like as somebody, and he very happy, very
Very.
very yeah.
Even we are very, very happy to have Big D. I get inspired by children or young people doing great things like Big D. I really feel inspired. So uh, I always tell people that I want to keep my inner child alive and keep exploring and keep doing things and keep having fun. So whenever Big D is on my space, or whenever I get to see Big D's work, I feel very happy and inspired. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
he does a great job of inspiring everybody, and he is wonderful.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it's very wonderful in my life, and I'm like very happy to like have a good future.
come in front of camera and talk,
You come in
BigDee.
front of the camera, please.
I'm not done with my sign yet.
Okay, come. He making something that I don't know. What is it?
I'll bring you the color.
Okay,
come
bring
on.
it here.
Are you making something for me?
I'm writing a sign for the end of chat.
Ah,
End of
they come here.
The end of the chat.
chat. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Tanmay.
You're gonna be surprised.
Yeah, you're gonna be surprised. Okay, just come here. It's not time to making art. We have
Oh,
to be
mommy.
Okay, you can continue here.
What were you saying? What were you saying about the NFT community and friends that you have here?
Are you listening, Dee?
Yes. Wait, you were explaining.
Okay, Tanmay, could you please repeat it again? And
What
listen, Dee.
BigDee? What do you think about the NFT community and all the new friends that you have made in NFT?
I'm like feeling good. I mean, like it's very wonderful, and I will live in Web3 forever because I love Web3. And I love it because it's like very supportive to everybody, and it goes as my plan. Like I keep supporting everybody in life, but in reality, I keep supporting everybody, but they never pay respect for me. But now in Web3, everybody started to pay respect to each other. Some people don't, but some people, like many people, do. Most of the people don't pay respect to other people. Some people are like jealous, and like yeah, and I love Web3 because like no bad people came in NFT.
Very true.
Yeah, very
What What would you like to say to people who feel jealous?
well, like some people some people like will get hacked or like now it's like very serious and for the kids of NFT that they're like taking down the kids NFT like they scam
Did
the
you know
kids
that the kid
NFT.
got targeting Tanmay?
Yeah, I have heard a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, I was afraid, and I hope that I survive. Like I get scammed once. Is first that I was in a space, the people said that there was another BigDee, and I saw that there was another one, but but I look at the bottom. It he has he has 0 followers
He
and
have
no
different handle and he have
Yeah.
he has 0 followers and no tweets, and then I know that this was a fake one because the real one got much more. I'm the real one. Then I usually then my mom has no choice. Then she blocked that people, and he has been taken down immediately.
BigDee has 6,000 followers, and all his real links I'm going to put it in the description of this podcast. So do follow from the real links. He's a superstar, and many people want to be him, so they create fake accounts. Mama
yeah.
D,
Yeah.
when he is using Twitter, are you with him, or how? When
Most
he's
if he joined the space, yes. Because like but I will be around sometime because I will be around listening. Like I was working in other stuff and then Big D he will just like okay, join the space, he will be next to me
and about
all the time.
minting, and when you're minting NFTs, how who helps him, or how do you do it?
I mint it myself. I just do one by one, and like my minting process is very slow, Tanmay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first I like color it in the iPad, then first I like color in the picture and like draw the picture, then like my mom puts it on OpenSea Foundation or Crypto.com or whatever.
yeah, and just like he's planning to do like generative art. He keeps changing his mind, okay, because he just think that he a bit upset with the AI because he if he about to because he saw that okay many people doing generative art, and then
Mhm.
he get upset that how can that computer can draw better or something like that, or can draw faster. And he want to okay, he said if computer can draw 1000 he will draw 1000, something like that.
I will like draw on a computer.
So you can with the computer and create more beautiful artworks, right? Something more you can do.
Yeah, that's
Like
correct.
partner with the computer and create something. We would love to see that. So I'm also exploring AI right now. I want to see how artists can work along with AI, and I'll share links with you on what I think would be useful for you. You can test it out, try it out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Uh, Big D, about when you give your presentation, you say that you want to help other people, other kids who are suffering from cancer, or about other kids. So, what have you done so far with helping other
Yeah, we
kids?
helping.
Yeah, we're helping kids.
We helping like because now we didn't go to the hospital because of the pandemic is coming back again in Thailand. So we just like donate money, and we we will buy. We have some toys that we brought, and yeah, we didn't give it to the children, but we've been giving to them many times already. You want a video? I can send you a video.
We have lots of toys, but we didn't give it to them. But actually, the good news is we give them the toys we bought from the store. Before we go to the hospital, my mom and father buy some toys. I choose the toys for the kids too, and some for my family.
I will send it
And-
to your
and-
to your
and also some for my
to
family.
that link again, time mate.
And since that the kids,
Yes.
and since that there's so many kids, and me, my mom, and my father needs to choose a lot of toys. Oh my gosh, they need to squeeze it into the car, and they need to put it on a shopping cart to to like deliver it to the kids at the hospital, and
Yeah.
then like we put it on a like medical cart, and then the nurse went inside and gave it to the kids, and then
Because just like at first our plan is to donate to
and
the kids that
and then the nurse like send it back and like tell that this is a toy as a thank you, as a like as a like coming back from BigDee book, because like usually in a hospital many doctors like know me.
no,
like-
because he was grow up in the hospital. So
Yeah, many
everybody know him. He's the one who like most crying. He's the one who most complaining.
yeah, so that's
He
why.
and he's the chatterbox. He's the cute. He also the star in the hospital. He keep talking to everyone.
Yeah, and I was like keep being so friendly and sometimes like naughty, like very playful.
Yeah, he's
And-
very helpful.
Yeah, I was very playful, but I have no friends.
Yeah, because just like all the kids cannot play together because they are worried that the kid will get infected.
Mhm. But now you have so many friends.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, all over the world you have a lot of friends.
Friends in FFT.
And
I
now
think.
he got like selected from Make a Wish Foundation, is Make a Wish International, to become a wish granter. So he making another special piece for Make a Wish that supposed to is I think it's gonna be done when today.
Yes.
So
After this,
what happens in that? What do you have to do?
Just like make a
One
wish.
second. Huh? Give me 1 second.
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanmay, you really make it 1 second.
We make it.
Yeah,
Even we said that like 5 or 10 seconds, we didn't made it.
it's like,
So tell us about the Make a Wish and what
yeah.
is Big D's role?
So it's like Make a Wish is like BigDee he drawing some piece that you'll see it soon, I think. And Make a Wish is like a foundation to grant the wish to the children all around the world. And mostly it's gonna be like for the like sick children or
The kids which are suffering of cancer.
not only cancer, others well, but yeah. And now it's like a chance for him because actually he want to like to do it for all around the world, but as we in Thailand and we didn't have like contact or anything, so we do to the hospital that in Thailand. And at first we only wanted to like give a toy to the kids patient in the hospital.
But sometimes some kids don't want a toy. Sometimes they like want a wish, which is like more important and more gorgeous than a toy.
Like what?
Like a unicorn, like a dragon, or a dinosaur or something.
Okay.
So
Big
just
D.
like sometimes some kids just like wish to go to the playground or the park or something like that. You know, like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I can totally understand. Big D, I'm seeing your Instagram. I see you winning a prize from Mitsubishi Asian Children's
Oh
Aniki
yeah.
Festa. What is that
Yeah.
about?
It's like about that I've like win the Mitsubishi, and like yeah, they say that some kids get to go to Japan. Actually, one kid gets to go to Japan, but I didn't get to go. And like I was like happy because I was here with like all of my friends, and I'm not alone. Well, that kid with goes alone. Well, he's alone, and
You see the way of his thinking. He's like this. Okay, if you go alone. If I didn't make it, I stay with another 7 people.
That is
yeah,
awesome. How does he think like this? So, Mama D, how like he is very positive and he's always
Yeah.
so mature. How did he get this kind of thinking?
Well, because
Was
I
it
don't
because of
know.
cartoons? Was it because of you talking to
No.
him? Or
Yeah, because we always turn everything not very serious and funny in life, and we just try to live happy. Actually, we have like a very suffering bad time with the pandemic. We lost our business.
we lost our house.
We lost many stuff.
We lost our car, but now this is the future, and we have everything good. And I knew that everything is gonna get better in the future.
Yeah. And then if we like if we think negative, things will go worse,
Yeah,
Yeah,
things will go
so-
worse. Negative is very bad. Negative is always bad.
Yeah. And so we just try to make like everything happy. And he catching like a bit of that. And when he didn't win or he whatever, he happy anyway.
that
He
is so
didn't
good.
win.
You talked about negativity. I never knew. He never highlighted this that you lost your home and assets and
Yeah,
car and all
we
that
lost
to COVID?
We lost like during the pandemic. We lost our business. My husband, he owned like advertisement company, and we have like restaurant, and yeah, with the pandemic,
Yeah, we have like
everything had to be closed, and not only us that affect our customer that they request a credit from us, they also like facing the same situation, and all the check that we receive is bounced. Yeah, and everyone having a hard time, and yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. But okay, now things getting better. We start to recovering something, and BigDee, he's earned he earned by himself. He earning something from NFT, and yeah, so he's pay his own school fees, including his brother.
Wow.
Yes, and
He has never ever told this on spaces, There are many people, of course, everyone has had.
because I just think that this kind of thing is also adults' problem, and I don't want it to pass it to my child, and I just think that he should live happy, and if people want to buy his work, just buy because they like it. If people want to follow, just follow him because
Yeah.
they want to follow him, not just because like, oh, he have a sad life. Only leukemia that he have, I think, is sad enough.
So
We
that's
don't
what
need
I wanted to appreciate. There are many people when it was in the boom. There are many people complaining, okay, this problem, that problem, and that's why I buy my NFT to support and all. But Big D, whenever he comes up, he's like, my NFT, I also help other kids. My art is this, and I also help other kids. Always so positive about his artwork, so passionate. We could hear it in his voice, and he's amazing. Like, people watching this podcast will know what has gone in the background. But
and
you're just awesome, Big D.
not rich and what?
I'm not rich, but I'm not white. I have a chance to help. I help. Simple, like that.
Can you repeat that once again? Slowly.
Here's what. I'm not rich, but I'm not white. I have a chance to help. I help. Simple, like that.
Mamadi, I didn't understand the pronunciation. I'm not rich, I'm not well.
He said that I'm not rich, but I'm not wait.
No, I'm
Wait.
not.
Yeah, he's not wait. He not wait until he getting rich.
Okay,
He
okay,
have a
okay.
chance to help, but his language. So yeah, he have a chance to help, and what you have a chance to help, and what
I have a chance to help. I help. Simple, like that.
he have a
Okay.
chance to help. He help. Simple like that.
That is so good. So did you teach this to him, or how did he come up with this?
I always like because before we used to have a lot more.
Mhm.
Before we used to have like a lot more, and with the with the pandemic
So
and
I
then
just
say that if we want to help people, we don't need to be rich or famous or whatever. If you want to help, just help.
exactly. So I just want to repeat. He's not rich, but he's not waiting to help. That is such a wonderful line to say. And that also leads me to another point. Once he had come up in the space, and I was just appreciating him. I got a I got a I got a question from somebody DM'd me, and they told me that this is fake. Big D is fake. How can such a young child think and talk like adults? They have seen so many scams that mute women started talking afterwards, and there were so many fake artists to do that in Asia. People in orphanages, a lot of they're troubled by the scams, but so they're not ready to believe that it is us
So you see
8-year-old
him
kid
today.
that
Yeah.
they will see us today.
Yeah, and the scams, they're bad news. You better watch out for them. And
Yeah.
if there's a scam, take them all down.
So yeah, they were like, "This is if this is real. This he is a prodigy."
You
That
see
person
that
was like, I'm a art teacher also, and somebody with so many diverse art styles. He is definitely a prodigy." So that that was
yeah,
also
you
like a
see that
compliment.
he talk a lot more than both of us can, man.
That was the point of this, right? So that is amazing. Big D, what do you plan on doing now? I was talking to your mom about art school. So do you want to go to art school, or do you want to travel the world, or what do you want to do? What are your dreams?
Well, sometimes it could be COVID. Well, like, I can go to art school when the COVID is gone. Like, yeah. I
What
go
are
I go to art school when like the COVID is gone. But when the day I need to go to art school
No,
and it has COVID, then I stay home and my father teach me.
okay, it's like this. The art school that he talking about is the one that we was mentioned before, that we sent him to art school to learn like how to do acrylic paint, that he went 3 times.
three
This is
days? He
yeah,
went for 3 days.
yeah. This is his understanding that that is art school. He don't.
Okay.
I mean, like the art college. Or,
No, it's a art. Oh,
no, I mean
it's an
in the
art
future.
gallery.
In the future.
It's an art gallery.
No, in the future. Tanmay wanted to know if you want to study in arts college or something in the future.
I say yes.
Yeah.
Let's go. So I'm going to send this video to all the gallerists I meet and all the people who have influence in the art schools, and let's get Big D to a big art school.
Wow.
And Big D, what are your dreams?
My dreams that I My dreams is that I wish everybody can be happy. I wish everybody can be a friend, and I wish I can become a great artist when I grow up. And I wish I have a happy ending in my future.
Of course, may all your wishes come true. You're awesome.
Tanmay, we can't hear you.
He not.
Yeah. Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, let me just pull up something. Big D, what
Yes.
what are you going to draw next? You have done T-Rex, you have done Lord Ganesh. Whose painting are you going to create next?
Hmm. A painting. Well, the next painting, I'm not quite sure. I'll show it. I'll show it to you when I make up my mind on the day of the painting.
Okay.
No, on the day when the painting was born. No, like when I like sketch on it means it was born.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you never know. He will do whatever he like all the time, and he keep changing all the time.
Mhm. So, Big D, you have some tips for other kids or other adult artists? What tips would you like to give?
What tips? I don't know what is a tip.
Suggestion, advice.
Oh, yeah. What will I do? I don't know. I don't know.
What should they do? I mean,
Oh, they they should like they should like be happy, and like they should like treat the children well and teach them the rules. Like, yeah, like when they teach the children the rules, like when the children do something wrong, they'll say like they will get mad and say like, "Come on, you are grounded," and like that will upset the children. So like they so like the adults should like say that, okay, Don't do this again. This is the house rule. Ne- never, ever, ever make. Never, ever, ever play something rough in the house. And if you keep teaching them about the rules, they will understand if you teach them softly instead of saying, "Hey, Mike, you're grounded. Go to your room," or some sort of thing like that. That is not good for the child. That would upset him.
Absolutely. Wow. I'm definitely going to share this. So, Big D, what are your favorite cartoons?
Okay.
Do you watch cartoons?
Yes, I do. My favorite cartoons are usually like Lord Ganesha, like superheroes, like sometimes Indian superheroes like Kid Krish or some sort of thing like that.
Okay. And what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movies are usually many Ganesha's movies because like it's very interesting that like it's very interesting like the legendary and like yeah my favorite story is when Ganesha lost his tusk. It's like there's like four different stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like the the first story is like Ganesha writing the Mahabharata, and then the second story is when Ganesha f- fight with Parashurama, and the next one is Ganesha gets his vehicle because, like you see in the battle with the demon, he used all the weapons, but it doesn't work. They 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 like get burnt. They they like were destroyed. They when they hit the demon, it like broke. So he decided to broke off his tusk and throw it at him, and he turns into a mouse. And and then like the third story is when the moon was cursed, because when the moon laughed at him, Ganesha like thinks that, oh, I'm so angry, I need to throw something at him. Then he like broke off his tusk and placed the curse inside it and throw it to the moon. And and, and then the last and then the and then that's all the stories of how does he like lost his tusk. There's actually four stories, I think.
Okay. Big D, what is your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
I usually like to eat cheese, spaghetti, porridge, and and also some tomato soup.
Don't you like pizza and burgers? All
I
you mentioned is all healthy things.
I don't I I don't I don't quite eat pizza, but I do quite eat burger.
and yet and yet your favorite things are all the healthy things. That is very nice. Do you like chocolate?
Yes, I do. My favorite chocolate is M&M.
Yeah, I have a video on M&M. Let's play that video.
Let's
So,
watch. Let's watch.
yeah, let's watch that video. Let me pull that up. So, which color M&M do you like?
Usually, I like all of them because, like, actually, the shell does not even have a taste because they have the same taste. Sammy?
Yeah, I was just pulling the video. Okay,
I,
we have it.
I thought you were confused.
Tanmay, I send you some video that he went for donation to the kids.
Okay,
Right.
I'll play that also.
Can you just sit down right here?
Okay, why do I need to sit down on the right?
Because my leg is getting tired.
Both the legs should get equal exercise, right?
Yeah.
Mama D's legs need a proper exercise.
He's not that small anymore. He's
Yeah.
pretty heavy. Okay, now you can sit on this one.
Come on, get up now.
Okay, ready?
It's kind of
Yeah,
squished. It's kind of
Okay.
squished.
Do you see
That's
the
my
video? I'm going to play it now. 3, 2,
That's
1.
fun.
Hello, I'm BigDee, artist and leukemia survivor. This picture is called M&M Side Effect. I got inspiration from my favorite chocolate, M&M. Yum yum. I love to eat it so much, and I eat it almost every day. But don't drag me to drama, because every time I eat, I brush my teeth twice. M&M always make me happy and refreshing. I eat M&Ms, and then I got inspiration to create a lot of character. For me, is the happiness and fun when you do something that makes you feeling fun and happy, and you will do it best. And I hope you are going to like my drawing because I love it so much. And you can see that there's T-Rex licking M&M, and tiny M&Ms is all around. And I hope you like it. Bye.
Yes, we love
Yeah,
it.
actually, there are like 1 or 2 M&Ms, but look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. See who you see? I want you to like spot who is down there.
Let's. Do you have that image minted? I'll pull up the image if it is there on the.
Yeah, I want you to spot who is
Where
down.
is the image? Big D, where is the image? Is it on OpenSea or Foundation?
They are on OpenSea.
Okay.
Yeah, and can you like spot the person?
And which
down?
collection it is it in? That M&M collection.
T-Rex and friend. T-Rex
Okay.
and friend.
Sorry. And like, yeah, can you like spot somebody down there that we be talking about all the time? You see down there, and we'll have a Lord Ganesha down there.
1 second.
You want to spot it?
Yep, got it. Yeah, let's spot it. Lord Ganesha in the painting. Let us spot Lord Ganesha. It is in the bottom, right? Somewhere?
We found. I usually draw 2 Ganeshas in and one of his
Yeah, here is one Ganesha. I can see one Ganesha
Yeah,
here.
that. And see this elephant robot right here? That's a robot Ganesha.
Where?
Right there, next to him, which is like underneath him.
On the right or on the left or on the top or the bottom?
On the bottom, right? On the left. On the
On the
bottom.
left.
On
On
the
the left.
Wait,
Okay, this. Oh, yes. This is the Robo
Yeah,
Burning
which-
Ganesha.
yeah,
very
which is
cool.
next to the dinosaur.
Very interesting. So, Mamadi, this is amazing. He's a prodigy. I mean, look at all these shapes and proportions. This is perfect. So, how did he learn this? How did he learn to get
I
all
don't
these
know.
proportions right?
I have no idea, but the point is that we make a video of his like working process, because all the time before that, people keep like, BigDee, you didn't draw it yourself.
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
Yeah, your dad draw it. Or your mom do it for you. I can't even draw a straight line, okay?
So how do you do it, Big D? So suppose this, do you see for images on internet, or how do you sort of get all these proportions right?
Because like I get it in the T-Rex and Friends, you can see that
And
there's
just
no
like
drawing.
every time, like when he sees something like only one time, or yeah, just one time, he can draw it. He many times that he amazed me that okay, and I realized that he's really talented. And at first
Wow.
I just thought that okay, maybe I thought that he was talented because he's my son, and now everybody know that he is.
This is really, really amazing. You're very, very special. Oh, I love this Ganesha.
With like
Check this out. Wow.
My Ganesh, X T-Rex Galapagos, camera fillers, actually. Oh,
Is this a camera pillar, Ganesh?
This
What
Ganesh.
did you say? What is the thought behind this?
yeah, it's like this one he likes is his submission for Camila Pillar?
He has like one time I was like bored and like I draw a Ganesha which has like one eye and like he has like some cool stuff. One of his ear is actually a fan and one of his ears is actually a broken plate. So then after that I leave it in the house. Then my mom found it and discovered it and said that, Dee, you should do this as a camera pillar. This is perfect. Where did you get this idea from? And look, he's holding a T-Rex's
I
head.
always the one who like, because he like to draw something and then he left it over, and I always like, okay, Dee, could you please finish it? Something like that.
Yeah. Wonderful. So you said
And
he looks at you said he looks at images only once and then he can actually draw that completely.
Yes. You can show like one image, okay, and then he will draw as a challenge. Go get one paper.
Okay,
You can show like any image or any cartoons, any animals, anything.
Any image you want. I can only draw, but I didn't have a pencil right yet, so
Can you just use the color instead?
Yeah, I think. I can like use the colors to draw. So, what do you want me to draw?
I'm searching for it. Hold on.
Hey, this is my NFT shop.
Yeah, it's your shop. He always call like this is his NFT shop. He call OpenSea as his NFT shop.
BigDee store.
BigDee store. Exactly. It is a shop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think I've got something for you.
Okay. Challenge on.
Game on.
Yeah.
1 second. It's a video. I need to find a photograph. 1 second.
And it took so much time to search for it. Is it gonna be the tough one?
It's gonna be a tough one, and it's gonna be the hard one for him to find.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
See? Do you see?
No.
Minions.
It's not just a minion. It's like a Mickey Mouse on Minions.
Okay, can you do it?
Wait, you want me to draw a minion holding Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like pretty appetizing and even kind of easy though.
Okay, can you do it super fast?
See.
Okay.
This is a better image of that. So can you do it like now? It's okay if it is.
But I need to.
It's okay if it is just a sketch.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to. You don't need to add images. You don't need to add color. You can just add sketch. So I'm going to close this window now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I need this as a table, and now first I need to draw Mickey Mouse, and like yeah.
So BigDee, you draw and come. I'll talk to your mama till then.
All right.
Ma, can you see me? I'm not able to see you, mama.
Okay. Can you see me better? A little bit better.
Yes. So you grew up in Australia, or are you from what is your connection with Australia?
I'm from Thailand, but just like when I was like start my secondary school, I was studying Australia. I was lived there for quite many years. Yeah. So I was raised there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about your husband?
He's Thai.
He's Thai. He's actually been raised in Thailand.
Okay, keep drawing. Yeah, he's Thai.
So, what are you a homemaker, or did you also work before pandemic?
We work in a company, and yeah.
My first company, my
Big
father's
D,
first company.
Big D, you draw. We are having this conversation that so that you get a time to draw. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just like we work, and yeah, I work. I work. I am accountant. I am accountant.
Okay.
Yeah, and we work, and just only now we start all over again.
Mm-hmm. You said
So I do some bakery stuff.
bakery.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I do some like
Cookies.
yeah. I'm making meringue cookies,
What
but
is
in
meringue
like
cookie?
I'll send you a picture.
Meringues is just some type of cookie, which is
Which-
way more crispy.
Yeah, it's a combination between egg white and sugar.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at like baking and to make bread or cake that have like many complicated like formula and stuff. It's a risk for me. So yeah, I goes with meringue, but I do it in like cutie style, like
Mhm.
Like
yeah,
Disney princess.
because I'm not so good, so I have to make it look different.
Tanmay, I do you mind it in my style?
Yeah, I don't mind. You can do as like you want.
Yeah,
So, what I was saying was, you had a restaurant. You also mentioned restaurant and a company.
yes,
So,
yes, we do.
Yes, my father, our first company.
Because it's because of like before pandemic things go very well, and
so were you working in the restaurant, or what kind of restaurant
both
was
place
this?
both place. Uh, I mostly like stay in the company that we are doing advertising stuff. We're doing billboarding. We're doing many stuff, and we also have a restaurant. It's like, but just like after the pandemic, so everything has to be closed. You know,
What kind of food did you have in the restaurant?
we have
Can I tell something
Okay.
that our first company in my life was like my father has a company. He has a car paint shop. And
Carpet.
yeah, he paints on cars.
no,
But-
he not paid.
Why? I saw.
he not.
Oh, Mom, you make blippy cookies? Okay, so like, yeah. After that, I just saw that it has like a car paint.
Big
He
D,
not-
Big D.
He
Big D, you
not paid.
please continue to draw.
He not painting.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
like customize the car. You know, my husband he loved to customize the car.
Okay.
Yeah,
My father likes to customize stuff.
yeah, he loved to customize stuff. He customized the car. And we do like we do about all type of like advertisement like online and mostly it's like billboard and everything. And we have a restaurant that we selling like Chinese food, Thai food, something like that.
Is the restaurant open? Like, if we give location to the audience, if they come and want to eat over there, is it
We
open?
close. No, we close.
Okay.
We change. Yeah, we change.
Okay.
We change.
So I got the video of Big D in the hospital giving it to kids. I'm going to play that for everybody. Here is Big D.
That's me.
Hello everyone, my name is Leibuk. I'm 8 years old. You can call me BigDee. Today I share another part of my profit to buy toys and going to donate to kids that are suffering with cancer to cheer them up. Thank you so much for support T-Rex and Friends project and buy NFT from T-Rex and Friends collection. Thank you for changing my life and making me a better person, and thank you so much for sharing your love. Thank you so much, Low Alliance and Crypto.com family and everybody in the NFT community for big support on T-Rex and Friend project. Today, I do donation of this month for 35,000 baht to Kid Cancer Foundation, and I'll come and donate once a month. Thank you so much for all of your kindness and super duper support.
Thank you. I'm going to show some other video as well now.
Hi
This is the second
everyone,
one.
I'm 8 years old now. My name is Debuk.
This is part 1. The first one that you show is part 2.
Okay.
For kids who are suffering with cancer. If I donate some money and give them toy, I know that the hospital is boring and painful, so I'm gonna cheer them up by giving them these toy. And thank you so much, Melda and King Boo Boo, for being such an inspiration and make me want to do a good thing for the community. And thanks to NFT community for always supporting me and give me an opportunity. Thank you so much, everyone in the NFT. I'm gonna give this to the nurse now.
Okay. That is awesome. Yeah, you're so awesome, Big D. You're wonderful.
Because
So,
just like when he was like before when he was in the hospital, there will be always someone that came and donate the toys for the kid.
uh-huh.
And yeah, at that time they can give like to the kids bed, so he very happy.
Yeah. And like there's one person which gave a toy to me, but he died.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And finally like that kids didn't make it.
That kid didn't make it. He died too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's all right. He just so tired. He just
No, I'm
I
sad.
don't really know about the news. Okay, maybe he's not.
it's okay. So, Big D, let us know when your art is complete, okay?
No. Okay.
So, Mama D, what does Papa D think about NFTs or
Actually, even at first, he didn't like really believe it. He didn't like. He said, "Okay, you guys just give it a try, but I don't think it's really work." And like because like pandemic is happened like many times, like it's only 3-4 months, and then it's come back again, and then it's three, and now it start to come back again. But yeah, people don't take it serious anymore, and just like he was like, yeah, just give it a try because maybe it's gonna be something good and can earn some extra money, something like that. And then yeah, it's really work. And yeah, Big D is like very helpful. Now he's hiring me as his assistant. Okay, he's my big boss.
oh?
He hiring me for organize and manage.
Yeah, but I never fired her. Even she done something wrong.
Yeah, sometimes with me.
I can never fire her because she's my mother.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes like like with like the minting stuff and with the children crying as the background, and I have to like minting stuff. I have to concentrate, and they are fighting, yelling at each other. I put the wrong price on like on like some piece, and then it sold out like very quick. extremely quick, like 2 minutes, something like that. And then BigDee gets sad. He say like, "Mom, I draw for 2 days, something like that, 3 days, something like that." And then he said, "It's all right. It's just a gift for the collector, something like that." So he happy.
Wow.
We just
So
try to make things like try to make everything good, even it's a mistake.
that is amazing. I'm so happy to be talking to you right now. So maybe like 5, 10 years down the line, when he grows up, I'll be like, okay, I had done an interview and a podcast with Big D, and now he's up and he's doing more things in the world and achieving bigger things.
Yeah, and about like our our sadness that we lost everything. We For me, I don't really like to talk about it so much in front of Big D. He knows something, but he don't have to know
But
everything,
first I like know.
And I
First,
don't
like-
want to put
First, like I know, then after that I understand.
Oh,
And
okay.
like when I understand, I like go and blame like.
yeah, and I just think that it's not about him.
Yes, yes. It has nothing to do with him.
And
He has a fresh
he-
start. He's a fresh life.
Yeah,
He's
he used
also
to-
he has also started another channel of income with his what do you say? With
he
his
used to be
NFTs.
like, "Mom, why we don't have that big car anymore, Mom? Mom, why don't we live in a big house anymore, Mom?" Something like that. And I just have to make it happy. I have to make everything as positive as possible to make him happy. Is Otherwise he will feel down. And
And
it's not healthy for the kids to be down.
Yeah. So how far have you come with the painting, Big D?
Okay, just show a little bit to Tanmay.
Here, just have a look.
Can you see it, Tanmay?
Oh my God! Wow. Okay.
Okay, keep going.
There's like a small minion. At this one, you can see that at the bottom it has a Lord Ganesha idol.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Wow. I'm so happy today.
Yeah. And now you
Okay.
see that BigDee is real.
Yeah, Big D is real. Yay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tanmay, for the meeting.
All right. A lot of love to you. Best wishes and blessings. Mamari, do send me his completed works. I'll add it to the
Yeah.
photo. And
Alright.
join me again on Saturday Space. I would love to see you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Tanmay, for always like having him and being so kind to him, and like all of your friends in the community, very, very nice and kind to him. Thank you so much. It's just like a lot more than like we make a sales or whatever. Like he very happy, and that's a big thing. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Thanks for tuning in. Connect with me on Twitter and Instagram to get updates on the new shows and to participate on live recordings. All links are mentioned in the show notes. We will be back next week with another fantastic episode.